Hi everyone, Lady Botcha, the Crafty Atelier, or Angela's here with the third commission for Teeny Tinker's Hollow in Waverly. This is my sketch and she is going to be a goth themed girl. I really enjoyed this one. So this is my sketch. This is the first layer. You guys know how I have to bring it up to my face, so I'm gonna just try not to say that anymore. But so the second layer is building up the eyebrows, the eyebrow shape, and how it's going to look. I can tell you that based on my sketch, the eyebrows are a bit thicker, so a bit more modern goth girl, instead of like the 90s goth girl with like the, you know, the pencil line. But yeah, I really liked how it turned out. She's got a little bit of a tail on her eyebrow, and so it makes her look a little sassy. And she just turned out very, very pretty, I think. A very pretty face. I wanted to keep the color of the resin because the resin is just so gorgeous. It's this light lavender purple. It's just, it's so pretty. So I didn't go over the top. I didn't put her in a very white face or makeup for her face because of that. And I am glad I didn't do that because it would have just kind of, you know, not had the same purple hue that just looks so great on her. So what I did with the eyebrows is I blocked them in, and then I gave them, you know how I like my ombre eyebrows. Not that I don't do other eyebrows, it's just I got a little bit of creative freedom on this one as well. So I did that. And I think they looked good on the other one, so I went with that as well. So I did black, and then a little bit later I'll do a little bit of purple and black and white highlighted hairs in the eyebrow. So here I am, I'm doing the lips, and I put on red, and then I did almost like the same with the eyebrows. I did sort of like an ombre into the black, so around her mouth and the corners of her mouth. So I saw a picture and I really liked it, so that's what I went with. And here I am, I'm giving her some blush. It's not over the top by the end, since these are my first few layers. It's not going to be overly pink or red in the end. So it just gives her a little bit of life in her purple skin. So yeah. So here I am highlighting the waterline to make it look a little bit bigger. Her eyes are super big anyway, but just to make it, give them, you know, just a little bit of more. So here I am, I'm highlighting the eyebrows and also the top of the lip. And I do like this. Some people think it's a milk mustache, but to me it fades away enough that it doesn't draw attention away from the actual face up. So that's why I like to do it. It kind of gives a little bit of definition to the top lip as well, separating the lips from the actual face. So here I am, I'm going to be doing her freckles, and her freckles are purple, and I really like how these turned out because they're a little bit darker than her skin tone, and they just looked so lovely. It looked more like skin texture to me, more than actual freckles, but the white kind of just brings it out a little bit more. And I really liked how that turned out. So you see, it went kind of everywhere, but I did clean it up in the end. So I did put some mica powder on her eyes for eyeshadow, just to bring out that purple color. So I wanted to kind of keep the palette cool, except for the blush. So that and the little tinge of red on her lips. So here I am. I am just trying to deepen the eyeliner in black, and I am also putting on her lashes. I have to say, guys, this was like the first time ever that the eyelashes went on like basically the first try. I was so like shocked. I was shocked. And yeah, I did a couple, there was a couple strokes that kind of got a little beefy at the tips instead of more of a taper, so I just kind of cleaned that up on a couple spots. But other than that, they've turned out very, very similar. I'm not going to say they're exactly the same because it never is, but it was just it just happened, and I was like, this is so great. But I think it's due to the fact that the sculpt, actually her cheeks are very, I want to say shallow, if that makes any sense. It's very flat right underneath the eye to make very nice lashes. Some sculpts, you have the cheek, it's right underneath the eye, and there's this big bump in the sculpt, and it seems a little hard to do the lashes kind of going over that bump of the cheek right underneath the eye sometimes, and it kind of, it's very, very hard. It's very difficult. But this sculpt here, this hollow, is very nice, that it's very smooth, and you can get very nice lines for lashes, either on the bottom or top, to be honest. So yeah, I really liked how these turned out. I really do. I gave them very wispy lines, and then I go in with a darker Derwent pencil. This is the one that I just used to sketch, but I used the Derwent to intensify the color. So, and according to my sketch, because I really liked this, I put 2 dots underneath her eyes, and I just think they're so great. I think they just make her just so sweet. And even though her brow kind of, you know, gives her that sassy look, these I think kind of bring it back to her, like a sweetness. I don't know, is that just me? It might just be me, I don't know. I did mess up the first time just on placement, just by like a centimeter, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to change it. So I did, but I got it on the second try. So I really like how she turned out, you guys. I really do. So this is how she turned out. I'm going to gloss her up, and then I give you some pictures, some close-ups, and I go through the other girls as well, just to kind of wrap things up. So I hope the commissioner really likes her. I know I did. She's just so beautiful. I love this sculpt. It's just so versatile, because you get 3 different faces and characters and just personalities from one sculpt. It's fantastic. So thanks again, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.